It's been about a minute, maybe two. It's 12:07 a.m. Let's go just see what happens. Now, if I con him, you can see here he's level 1, but I was able to, with the help of a very nice mage, come out with some gear like this pack here, Phantom Armor Pack, and was able to hand it to a greedy beggar. And you can see he's got it. Now, I don't know how it affects his stats in any way. He's not a true pet, but apparently he acts like a pet. So if you turn invisible, he's going to aggro you and start to try his best to get his revenge. So this gear's required level 90. So maybe he's going to put it on. It doesn't even affect him. Not sure. I'm just not sure how this is going to work. So I thought it'd be worth a try. And maybe at some point in the future, trying with no restricted gear just to see how well he does against other monsters, in helping the character out. Now, I probably should have taken a survey of how much. I can do it afterwards because I have the mage was kind enough to give me duplicates. And what is this? This is another earring, choker, shawl, bracelet, ring. This is designed for pets as far as I understand, so there really shouldn't be any duplication. Bracelet, maybe there might be. There might be. And then last but not least, let's go here and give him a weapon. Maybe even two. One-handed slashing. Huh. Let's see if we can pull aggro with that. I don't think he's going to proc. Okay. Just whatever weapon you give him last. Nope. He likes that one better. Mind Blade. Of course, you can't even see what I'm doing because I forgot to put it up. All right, here we go. So this is the beggar here, and these are the gear that I was talking about a moment ago. Plate, heirlooms, armaments, so armor, necklaces and whatnot, and then the weapons. Now, that's in these packs. I expect I'll have a very heavy eight slot bag when I'm done. But let's go see how well the greedy beggar does, or greedy beggar does on NPCs. Now I have run speed on it. As far as I know, the greedy beggar does not. No buffs. That'd be the next thing to test. Let's see if I can bring him to the book. And I'll run my cleric out here. A ranger. No enemies thus far, but this is also a pretty good test to see how far this pet will go with you. And does it take healing? How effective or useful is it with or without the... Now, if he dies really quick, the gear's doing nothing for him because that's several thousand hit points of, from the gear itself. Okay, apparently I can't drive tonight because hitting all... Oh, it's because I'm on my second monitor. I'm trying to bring the ranger over for buffs. He's on the raptor mount, which always just feels weird. Are you coming here, buddy? how does he do against Snake? Did he even follow me over the hill? Yes. Oh, well, he didn't get a chance because I schmecked it. Do I have a less dangerous weapon? Yes. Sure. Stick. Real test is like, is this an appropriate way to get help as a low level character? Well, you didn't do anything. Okay, he has to strike me. So it did say in the write up, acts very much like a enchanter pet. I think I'm going to need stronger enemies. He does cry for the guards, though, which is hilarious if they actually show up. All right, let's bring the ranger over, see if I can get a few buffs on him. This will be just a moment, folks. There wasn't a lot of pre-planning in this, just the desire to test something new. And while I'm doing that, I don't know what just happened there. That's some insanity. Both my games are the size they should be, but on my screen they're a quarter the size they should be. Until I fix it, of course. All right. We were talking the other day, like how do you do an effective UI for EverQuest? So, if you guys have any thoughts, post maybe images of your UI. Keep them friendly, you know. But if you guys have any thoughts on how to maximize space, make it look good, make it effective. All right, so I'm going to target with my ranger here. Looks like I don't have anything that's his level, so I'll take a minute to do that. Damage shield, shield of brambles. Now has a buff. All right, sweet. And then AC buffs or hit point buffs. Strange cutoff for ranger buffs on people. Skin like diamond works, I'm pretty sure, but skin like nature, I think you have to be a druid to cast on anything under 46, and the answer is no. Even skin like diamond is too powerful. So we're gonna go one down, skin like steel. And yeah, I can give him Spirit of Wolf as well. All right. Give him a pretty bad name if he can help you out. You know, a greedy beggar. Pretty slanderous name. I'm going to try to go into these areas and higher level monsters. I'm not too worried about dying because A, no big deal. B, I have enough weapons, armor, etc. to last a little while. See if the greedy beggar can rock out some great damage. I should actually look at the numbers here. Apparently I don't know how to position myself. Like, yeesh. Strike away. I don't know how he died. Hold on. Apparently my thorns are too great. Just another reason to get a higher level monster. All right, level 7. Let's do this. We have 2 of them, or is there one hidden? Now I'm taking some punches. Greedy Beggar has missed. Oh, it hits for 3. Now what happens when I zone out? I understand that this is maybe not exciting to everybody, but I like to figure out how things are done in the game. Like why, not necessarily why they put it in. I don't think I'm ever going to figure that out, but in doing so, how does it work? Okay, greedy bag crushes for 1. So definitely not getting the high damage that pets get from these pet weapons. And that may be because they are level restricted. Let's okay, good. And dies right away. Okay. So definitely did not get a bonus due to the items. I'm going to bring up a different mage and do slightly less. Like no level restriction stuff. And when he respawns, we'll try this again. See if we can make him amazing. Because you can stack armored weapons on a level 1 pet that just makes it very, very great. It's doing 30-40 damage, having over 1,000 hit points. Again, just makes it a very great first level pet. Now, the tutorial is a great way to level up. It has a really good experience modifiers. It would be hard pressed to find some place where you can get better experience for your level without being super twinked. But if you need the helper, I don't know, you're playing a rogue and you want someone to tank for you, maybe, so you can backstab. This might be a place to get up some of your skills while being low level. Not sure how much you could push it for like level 10, right? Could that level 1 twinked out NPC be able to maintain aggro and take the punches while you're backstabbing at say level 10 or level 8 or level 12? And I'm pretty sure some of the monsters in here are high enough level for that, so that may not be a challenge. But is the gear you're giving them good enough that they can do that? All right, now I'm just going to stay here by the book for a moment while I load in the mage. I may as well go back to where he is. It's going to take a minute to get the mage to load up. Let me see if fall damage will kill my rogue on my other account as well. Not relevant to what we're doing here. I think a few rangers have the same idea I do, which is that they should be spending their time getting their ranger epic before Dark Elf Ranger comes in, because who's not going to race change? I mean, lots of people won't, but I'll be one of them who definitely will. And it's much easier to get your epic as a Wood Elf Ranger than it is as a Dark Elf Ranger, which is kind of sad. I would love it if they had a secondary quest, something that told the Innerrook side, and obviously, if you're going with the Light Elf story, then Innerrook loses. Well, okay, but if you're going with the Innerrook story, maybe for that moment of time, Innerrook wins. And what? Burning Wood becomes corrupted? I don't really care about that part. I care about getting the weapons. Are they the same weapons with new names because they reflect Innerrook's perspective as a ranger, or are they the exact same things? Which kind of doesn't make sense because they're put together with a different intention in mind. All right. Let's go ahead and hail. All right, let's bring you back to the book where the mage is loading in right now. I don't want these keep resetting. The system's like by default it's 2. What are you doing with your craziness? Oh no, he's coming after me. The beggar that won't quit. So in one telling of adopting this beggar, the person had attacked a skunk. We saw how quickly this beggar fell to any sort of damage whatsoever. So it'll be interesting to see. Okay. Now what spells do... I think I have all the summons up already. Summon Plate of the Prime. Now this does give hit points, AC hit points. I think the total ends up to be on, based on this, over 1,000. What I like is that you can actually see the armor. You don't get to see what the armor looks like with most pets, but here you're like, okay, there's some plate. It's looking good. All right, next summon. Ethereal Armaments. Okay, the proc requires level 75, but the rest of this does not. So let's go for some. And doesn't want the Elemental Defender because he has his torch. And what else would you need but a torch? All right, what else possibly? The muzzle for a little speed. Thank you for the summon muzzle. And we'll give him a linen mantle. I don't think he has shoulders with the... Maybe he does. Ha! Now I may have just decreased his AC. But let's go check this out. See how well he does. City of Mist is kind of horrible right now. Wait, not City of Mist. Emerald Jungle. Okay. Greedy Beggar. Nah, misses a whole lot. A whole lot. Until he didn't. A Greedy Beggar pierces a Dwarven Bandit for 19 points of damage. And then 37 points of damage. So you could have a little DPS friend as you're going about your Dwarven leveling. Hopefully you can bribe or ask somebody to get you some non-level restricted gear. And unlike most NPCs, I don't think would take. They might take your weapons or whatnot. Actually, NPCs don't usually take anything at all unless it's a quest. But again, this one does act like a pet. It takes, and the race restrictions on pet gear doesn't affect it at all. All right, who do I need to dice up to get great faction for this region? I'm pretty sure it's the goblins. Which are right near here. Okay, now I'm crushing for 12, not bad. Not seeing big numbers yet. At level 1, oh, 23. The beggar hit for 23. You can see he pulled aggro here. But he's taken the hit. Okay, now, how well is he taking the hit? Ooh, not great. Not great. Gonna need heals. Alright, so even with that extra gear, that 1,000 hit points, this scarab is hitting me for 4. Bunch of 1s. And my armor is not that great. 143. Nothing to scoff at 6th level, but unless you're highly twinked, you can see I'm not. All right, hit me for 7, 3. So I'm wondering how much the armor really did. I mean, that striking for 37 can't be denied. It was definitely working on the damage portion. But it doesn't look like it was working too. But he didn't die instantly. In the last battle, as soon as he got aggro, down he went. But these kind of hits for 1, 8, just there, 8, 7, those shouldn't have taken down 1,000 hit points at any real speed. All right, so that concludes our little test for today. I might think of other things to test later. That's the highest gear that I'm aware of before it starts getting into level restricted things. So I wouldn't use it as a tank. You might have to be able to taunt or do enough damage at the 20s to 35, even maybe 40 that the greedy beggar is hitting for doesn't pull aggro. Otherwise, you'll lose your pet. Maybe a harsh term for the greedy beggar, but acting like a pet, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, probably a duck. So just keep all that in mind. And if you're going to play around with them, there are far better ways to level, far better ways to get help in leveling. For example, with a mercenary, if you pull the pets, the greedy beggar is going to jump in as a pet would as soon as you get attacked, but your merc may then jump in and do the tanking part. And again, the greedy beggar can be just more DPS, but this isn't a great zone to level in. Now, if you have a camp that you can work on and just keep pulling, maybe being proven wrong. It might be an amazing place to soar through 5 or even 10 levels, but there are likely other ways to do it. This is just a different way, something you can tell stories about. Say, look, you know what I did the other day? I did this. If you're in that kind of thing, might be useful for you. Otherwise, that's it for today. Hope you have yourself a great evening and happy gaming.